Ace TJ 5G is radio, podcast, video, streaming, social media.
Hi, my name is Damaris from Charlotte. Ace and TJ 5G is so easy. I use Spotify and I just play the podcast and it starts playing every day.
Listen to the Ace and TJ Show live each weekday 6 to 10 on the Ace and TJ app, as well as major streaming services.
Ace TJ 5G presents
Ace and TJ Daily.
Okay, been dreading this moment. My name is TJ, and my wife and I do a podcast on the Ace and TJ app and on the YouTubes. It's called TJ and Jodi's House. It airs on Mondays, but we record it on Thursdays after the regular old Ace and TJ show. Well, last week my wife was complaining, saying that we need to have guests on our podcast. So I reached out to someone to be a guest on this week's show that we taped yesterday, and that guest was Riggins. All right. So during the recording of the podcast, we're all having a great time. We're laughing and joking and carrying on. And all of a sudden, Riggins starts freaking out. And he goes, "Oh my God. Oh my God." And I thought, did he just hit a button or something that erased everything that we're doing? What is going on? And I said, "Riggins, what happened? What are you doing?" And
how do I say this? I broke Alexis's crystal.
No.
in half. Just snapped it. She keeps a crystal on her desk. Riggins was sitting in her position. I sit where Ace normally sits because I have to push the buttons, and then Jodi sits where I sit. And then to get the good camera angles and all, Mr. Todd, the video guy, wanted Riggins to sit in Alexis's spot, and she keeps this crystal on her desk all the time. And he was playing with it and broke it in half.
I was wondering why my headphones were so loud.
You think it's because the bad energy is coming into your headphones?
Oh my God, I don't even know what to say. I gotta process this.
So then, even though my wife and I don't believe in all of that stuff because we're Christians, and all, she's still freaking out, going, "Riggins, what if it puts a bad spell on?" I mean, I don't believe in all that, but still, what if it's a bad spell and stuff like that? Like, you know, you brought bad luck onto us or something.
Do you remember what happened with TJ's ring and how it exploded?
Well, we did talk about that, but we did talk about that.
So do you think that when you were playing with it, were you having bad energy and that's why it broke?
No, we were laughing and having a good time.
No bad energy.
I didn't put a whole lot of pressure on. I was just kind of talking and touching it, and it just felt like almost like a piece of charcoal. It just split in half.
Maybe that was a good sign. I think it's going to be a good sign.
And it broke?
Now there's a piece for me and a piece for Riggins.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. Right. But I thought that meant that it had already soaked up all the bad energy, and that's why crystals break.
Yeah, well, maybe it sucked out all your bad energy. Do you feel happier today?
No.
He feels worse.
Well, I Googled it.
Okay.
And I Googled what happens when a crystal breaks. Here's what I found. Crystals break for several reasons. Because they are full and they're releasing all that they have shifted and held for you. Because they have done their job, the intention, the task you set them is completed. And because, just like the crystal is trying to get back to its most natural state.
That makes sense.
Okay, so does it say then you need to go buy a new crystal?
Yeah.
And that definition was given by the crystal store industry.
Correct.
Or whatever. All right.
Yeah, so that crystal could have been full.
But, you know, not knowing
its task.
Not knowing what all that stuff means and everything, it's just like, well, we don't even mess with that crystal that she leaves over there. Because, I mean, what it means to her, not what it really means. Like the other day, I was going to take it and hide it to see if she noticed it was gone. I said, "Rob, what do you think Alexis would do if I took her crystal?" And he goes, "She probably wouldn't notice. She still hasn't noticed that you took her trash can away from her."
I just noticed that today. I was like, "Where's my trash can at?"
It's been gone for days.
Stop. How long?
Since last week.
Stop. Are you serious?
You know why? Because you had an empty can in it that had liquid still left in it, and so you
I didn't
lost
put
your
liquid.
trash can privilege.
That wasn't me. I don't put liquid in that can.
No.
And I'm not even upset about the crystal because it did its job. Whether or not Riggins feels it or not, I know, I can feel it in my soul that it did what it was supposed to.
Yeah.
And it was the office crystal. It wasn't just mine. It was the studio crystal.
Okay. Well, somebody can have my part of it. I don't need it. I don't need it.
Tell me what I owe you, and I'll pay you for it.
No.
Sorry, I'm really sorry. I know this is important to you,
No, it's fine. It's still, I have 2 pieces now.
Yeah.
and I wasn't trying to like get energy out of it. It was just like a, like a fidget spinner.
Yeah.
I was playing with it as I was talking, and it crumbled in my. I mean, there was dust everywhere. I felt
That just
terrible
means
about
she's got some old raggedy crystals. Like she needs some good crystals.
Maybe that's why you guys were having such a good time because you had the crystal in your hand and you were having good energy in that moment. And then it was such a good episode, it exploded.
Yeah, maybe.
Has nothing to do with our personalities or broadcast talent we may have or anything. It's the rocks.
Somehow you've managed to build a career
Yeah.
without it.
Yeah, where were the crystals when we really needed them? Ace?
Yeah, I
When we
know.
were starting out.
Don't worry, guys, I'm here now.
Okay,
I got it.
we're good. But it does. It just looks like like a piece of charcoal or something. It leaves crumbs everywhere now.
I thought crystals were like the most dense, like diamond. Like you can't scratch diamond or whatever.
No.
I just assumed. So, but I really didn't put a lot of. I mean, obviously, I wouldn't try to break it. I didn't put a lot of pressure on it, but it just fell apart almost. I feel terrible.
No, don't feel terrible. I'm happy about it.
Yeah. Well, we'll see how happy you are when that bad energy jumps all over you.
Well, good thing I brought new crystals in today. I
Yeah,
brought
you got all
Reiki
new
stones.
crystals.
Look at that. I had
So
a
those
feeling.
are crystals too.
No, well, they're stones.
Okay. Well, so then they do the same thing though.
I feel like it.
Do we need to have a burial for the crystal? I mean, what's the process now? Do we put it in some sort of?
Here, I'll
Do something with that.
I'll bury it.
You
There
buried the
you
trash
go.
can.
It's gone. Gone.
For all things Ace and TJ, subscribe to the Ace and TJ YouTube channel.